Hello, welcome to the demo of our Airbnb management template. So initially, the file is in view only mode. That means na hindi niyo siya mai-edit initially. So you need to create a copy in your Google Drive account to enable editing. So to do that, click File on the upper right corner and then click Make a Copy. Just a reminder, do not click download, otherwise mako-convert yung file into other formats and it may alter some of the formulas. So, make a copy lang ang i-click nyo. And then, you can rename your copy and then make sure to click My Drive from the folder options. So, makikita nyo yan dun sa My Drive. Ayan to. Ito yung select ninyo and then click Make a Copy. So, once you created the copy, pwede nyo na siyang i-edit and i-set up to fit your business needs. So, ganito siya. So, sa first tab, dito nyo i-set up yung rates ninyo for each day. So, for example, from one day, yan, to Thursday, ganito yung rate ninyo. And then, for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, ganito naman yung rate ninyo. So, for additional packs naman, ito naman yung ilalagay ninyo. Ayan. Set nyo lang kung ilan yung, ano yung rate for adults and ilan naman yung rate for children. Next tab is yung expense categories. So, input nyo lang dito. So, like utilities, maintenance, payroll, and marketing. And then, i-edit nyo lang to kung may mga iba pa kayong expense categories. Next naman is yung bookings tab. So, sa first column, dito nyo input yung invoice number. So, this is linked dito sa may invoice tab natin. And then, click nyo yung booking date, check-in, and check-out na napa-reserve. And then, itong mga gray filled columns, yung mga colored filled columns na yan, automated na yung computation yan for you. And then, enter nyo yung guest name, tapos yung number of packs. Now, usually, yung mga rates na nakalagay dito sa setup, usually good for 2 packs lang yun. Now, kapag may additional packs na adult, itong AD dito means adult, enter lang ninyo. And then, kung may additional na children, enter lang ninyo dito. So, yung additional adult and children, nakabase dito yung rate nila dun sa setup. Okay? Then, kung holiday rate naman, for example, ito, ayan, dito ninyo i-input yung holiday rate values na to sa column na to. Okay? Kasi kung halimbawa may special rates kayo for holiday, i-check nyo lang ito, tapos enter ninyo yung holiday rate ninyo. Okay. Ayan. And then yung additional packs dito, nakabase na siya dito sa computation sa setup. Then, kung may mga add-ons pa, mga additional na charges, i-enter lang ninyo dito sa add-ons column. Kung may discount naman, enter lang din ninyo. And then, now yung total, itong green filled column na yan. Tapos, kung may DP, payment, ito naman, nakalink na siya dito sa payments tab. So, for payments tab, input lang ninyo yung date. Ayan, mag-add nga tayo. So, let's have another example. Ayan. 2, 1. So, kung makikita ninyo, automated na yung computation yan. Then, kung may add-ons, halimbawa, ayan, 500 pesos. Enter ko lang dito. Now, for payments, halimbawa, magbabayad na yung mga clients ninyo. Enter lang ninyo dito sa payments dito. Ayan. Then, input nyo lang invoice. Now, yung guest name, magbe-base na siya dun sa name na nakaregister dito sa bookings. And then, kung DP, for example, ayan, DP, magkano ba yung ano nyo dito? Ito, 3359. Usually, 50% naman yan. Enter lang ninyo. Now, pagbalik ninyo sa bookings, makikita ninyo na nag-reflect na yung DP doon sa DP column from your entries doon sa payments. Now, kung halimbawa, magbabayaran naman niya na yung balance niya, 1859, enter lang ulit ninyo dito. And then, payment 2. So, enter lang ninyo dito yung values. And pagbalik ninyo sa bookings, ayun, wala na siyang balance. Now, for expenses, simple lang naman to. Enter nyo lang yung date, category, amount, and remarks. Now, sa dashboard, dito na magre-reflect yung mga entries ninyo dun sa previous tab. So, dito, magsaselect lang kayo ng month. Ayan, may selection yan ng month. Click nyo lang yung month na gusto ninyo. And then, magre-reflect na yung total income and expenses. And then, ito yung breakdown ng monthly expenses ninyo. Then, meron din tayong table dito ng daily income ninyo. So, magkano yung payments na na-receive ninyo for each date. Then, for expenses, ito yung mga total expenses nyo for that selected month. Now, dito naman sa kabilang part is yung invoice number. So, mag-select lang kayo ng invoice number dito para hindi na kayo mahirapang mag-scroll. For example, invoice number 3 and then select ninyo dito. Kasi limbawa, may mga repeating clients kayo. Ayan. Kaya dapat invoice number ang basis natin. Ayan. So, makikita ninyo wala naman na siyang balance. Now, if we select invoice number 1, ayan. Nakikita din niyo dito, ayan, may balance pa siya na 230 pesos. So, mas madali na lang siyang i-manipulate. Now, for the pending payments naman to, lahat ng pending payments niya, makikita niyo yung total, anong invoice number, and kung sinong client. I also added a booking calendar dito sa template natin. So, makikita ninyo for each date kung sino yung mga nakabook for that specific date. Then, I also have an invoice number. So, mag-select lang kayo dito ng invoice number and then mag-reflect na dito yung summary ng data nila. Kung kailan ang check-in, check-out, tapos accommodation, extra packs, ayan, subtotal and discount, tapos yung total. Tapos, enter lang ninyo dito yung payment details ninyo. So, yun lang. Thank you.